Should boxing duos of father and son be banned from professional boxing? Let's go. When sports are life and life is sports, I'm James Simmons and I got 5 on it. So a couple of days ago, something came across my timeline, and it was from recent inductee to the Hall of Fame, Boxing Hall of Fame, Tim Bradey Jr. I caught the sound bite of him saying that father-son duos, son boxer, father trainer, and he will go on to elaborate a little bit, should be banned from boxing. Let's play that clip.
I want to get into that because you brought up your father, and I've known him for years. But here's the thing. He's not your typical boxing father that we see today. He was involved, but he's not over involved.
Right.
I mean, some of the stuff you see and some of the stuff you've been involved in, Tim, does it make you shake your head about the expanded roles and the way fathers are now interjecting themselves into the whole situation?
It just needs to be banned. I think boxing needs to ban father,
Whoa.
son,
Wow.
banned it. Like your father cannot be your trainer. Like your father, he can be in the corner or whatever, but he cannot be your trainer. I think it should be banned, honestly, man, because you just said it. You just said it right there, man. The relationship between the son and the father is horrible. And when they get in, sometimes you get in these tough matches, and you see these fathers not stepping in and stopping fights, letting the fights go on too soon or too late. And then, financially, I mean, I don't even want to go down that road. I'll go down that road another time, man, with you guys, as far as fighters being that possession of their fathers and so on and so forth.
Yeah, there's been some success stories, to be fair, but I think the bigger issue is now, and Tim can expound upon this. There used to be a time when fathers were just trainers.
Right.
Now they're getting into managing.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
And that's
deal.
the other
Right,
thing. And a lot of
yeah.
these fathers don't have other jobs or vocations. They use their son as an ATM. And I
Yep.
was told by somebody at the upper management of boxing, that's part of the company, they said, Steve, we've always had to deal with fathers. They've always been a problem. They are such a headache now, more than ever, because they want to be more
Yep.
than just trainers. Would you agree or disagree, Tim?
I agree 1000%.
Tim says that duos of sons and fathers should be banned. We know, and we've seen multiple occasions in youth sports, because he mentioned youth sports a little bit in this interview as well. And I advise you just to listen to the whole clip, the whole interview. It gives you a great perspective on what they were talking about. But this particular part, he mentioned a little bit about how he and his wife were involved in youth sports and that it was a disaster, right? And we've seen multiple examples of this, on our sports feed, on our feeds, social media, where parents just act out of bounds, right? They want to be the official, they want to be the coach, they want to be the player, they want to be everything except the supporting parent that they need to be. Now, that's youth sports. When we get into professional sports, right? This is a whole different beast, a whole different animal, right? You definitely need to have somebody in your corner that A, you can trust, B, that has business savvy, and C, that has you, the boxer in this instance, in their best interest, right? There's probably some other things that you can check off to make sure that this person who's going to be managing me are fulfilling these requirements. But, a lot of times that could be a family member. So to ban it in its totality, I think, in my opinion, that may be taking it a little too far with some of the bad situations that have been out there. Now, one of the hosts on the podcast, the 3 Knockdown Rule, mentioned that there have been many father-son duos that have been successful. Just like there's been father-son duos in basketball and baseball and football and any other sport, right, that have been successful. And I'm speaking in those sports as a father that's being a coach, or a father, and I'm going to say a parent, that has stepped in to manage that individual's career, from talking about contracts and things of that nature. Now, I know the sport of boxing is a little different. It's a little more individual than some of these other sports. But nonetheless, you want somebody in your corner. I'll say, if someone can check off the majority, if not all of those boxes that you need, and you can trust this individual, that's somebody that I want in my corner. So I don't know about you guys, girls out there, but listen, I would love to hear from you. Did Tim Bradley Jr. go too far? Did he look at this from a very small percentage of father-son duos in the sport of boxing that has not done well compared to the others that have gone well, right? And the other thing I want to say is it's definitely an individual thing, right? It's not for everybody. And that comes with maturity, knowing what the individual that you want managing you brings to the table, as well as what you, as the person who is looking for a manager, needs to fulfill that spot on your team. So again, would love to hear from you. And that's my take. I got 5 on it. This is your boy James. Press that like button, subscribe to the channel to keep it going, and we'll be back with another take of I Got 5 on it soon. Peace.